Hi. Have you wondered how it is that you can pick up so much extra stress in your life when it doesn't seem like you're doing anything out of the usual each day? Nothing, not climbing mountains or performing brain surgery. Well, I'll tell you one thing that I've learned that's going to help you, I'm sure. Hi, it's Cheryl Anderson here. This is my second live. Woohoo! Hi, Paul. Look, you know what I want to talk about? I was thinking about this the other day. You know, we all have our problems. We've lived life. We've gone to school, had siblings or not siblings, had dramas as we grew up, went through teens, 20s. I don't know, some of you might not even be into your 20s yet. However, what I have noticed is I used to each day end up at the end of the day with like a whole lot of burden. I could feel it in my cells. I could feel it in myself. It was just this kind of thing that went on. Until, I was thinking about it, like I said, the other morning, and I think what happens, to put it in a little clearer, is we all have our issues, right? Now, if you've watched my first live video, you'll know that I used to have huge anger issues. I was a bit impatient, like a lot impatient. Now, them aside, right, you've got them going on, you've learned to deal with them. Some are debilitating, some create people that want to stay home, some create people that go out, they drink, they gamble, they shop, whatever. Everybody has their own way of presenting with their personal issues that they have, or personal stresses. However, I know that a lot goes on where we stuff stuff down. We stuff it down, our feelings, what we want to say, how we want to express ourselves. If we're pissed off, if we're happy, even in times of happy, we'll stuff that down too. Here's the thing. Let's say for me, for example, I would stifle anger and I would stifle a bunch of other things. We'll focus on anger. Not knowing, I just always thought I just didn't want conflict, that I didn't want to see that look in somebody's eyes when, I'm full raw and I'm being angry at them or I'm expressing discontent, let's say. And I always it was an empathy thing. I thought that I was hurting them or upsetting them because I could see in their face, that look. So I would tend to not say things. Let's say, okay, I had long-term anger, but let's say something would happen that would anger me and it's short-term. It could be my neighbour's driving me nuts because they're moving in. Let's say they're moving in and the truck's in the way and I've got to get my car around their truck. I live in units, right? And so I'm annoyed at that because they haven't been thoughtful, but that's a short-term thing, right? So I stifle it or I push it down and I don't express it. I don't go down, knock on her door and say, hey, you're in my way or you've put my day out or whatever. I would push that down, right? And that's just normal social courtesy, I think. There's things that you don't act on, you don't express because they're short term, they're going to go. By the time I've left, driven out up the road, I've forgotten about her. So that anger, that thing, that has gone. But however, what happens, I think, along the way, instead of understanding that there are hurts that we push down that are not full-time hurts, they're just part-time hurts, right? Or part-time annoyance or part-time anger. Hi, Kim. Hi, Chiara. I've often wondered how you pronounce your name. So I think, what I caught myself doing was I had anger issues, let's say. I would stifle things, I'd push it down, I wouldn't deal with it. But instead of letting it go, I found it just added. I was adding it in because I was never thinking about it again afterwards to think, oh, well, okay, well, that's the neighbour. Yeah, okay, I was angry, but I'm okay now. You have to actually say these things in your head. You can't go, oh, whatever. You deserve more than that. Your brain deserves more than that. Your body deserves more than that. It deserves to understand when you can say, it's nothing. Oh, well, okay, she didn't know any better. That's all right. You're actually alerting yourselves to say, oh, it's okay now. That's gone. It's past. It's like driving. Our hurts are like driving down the road and seeing letterboxes. They come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go. You don't stop and stare at a letterbox. You don't stop and stare at lots of letterboxes. You simply know that they're part of things that you drive past. So what I'm getting at is, in your day, when something pisses you off, someone annoys you, or you remember something from last week, a year ago that you didn't act upon, you really have to speak to yourself and your cells in your body to say, that's a very minor hurt and I'm okay with that. Just picture it in your mind. You don't need to chime anything or there's no special routine for this. You just actually have to say it. We think, oh, it can't be that simple. And I'm saying, yes, you can. And it is. It is definitely that simple. But we don't do it. We don't do it. So what happens is the hurts during the day, the little things that shouldn't matter, get piled in and piled in. And for me, let's say the anger thing, things would trigger and bang, I'd be angry. Bang, I'd be angry. And if it's a situation where I felt I couldn't express myself, or it would create a scene, or the person, you know, obviously didn't know what they were doing, it just kept building up. These things I would like accumulate. It was like a big trawler's net, like a big fishing net. And I'd come home with all of this stuff that I hadn't let go of. I hadn't even acknowledged that I was stuffing it down. I was stifling it down instead of reacting in a spontaneous manner. Because if I reacted on it straight up when it happened, and either say something or say to myself, look, what a knob, this person's such a tool. They've upset me, but look, you know, they're not doing it to me. Simply I'm here and dealing with it. But Matt, I'm not going to worry about it. My cells would have been much happier for that experience. However, before I learned what I learned with Creatrix, I had no idea I was doing this. So I'm assuming a lot of other people do the exact same thing as me. So the little small hurts, we're just too busy getting about our day, doing this, being that, being a good mum, daughter, dad, business person, whoever. Everyone breathes and wakes up and there's somebody doing something. But if during our day, if we just took a minute to, or even get angry, you know, go somewhere, punch a pillow, scream out the window, you might even need to say something to that person, and that's okay too. You know, don't pull a punch. That's not the way to deal with it. You can in your mind, but have a look. You'll know, because the things that will be difficult for you will all be kind of similar, like fear or anger. All these, they're very basic kind of things, and everybody has them. So please don't feel special if you think you're the angriest person or you're the most screwed up person, because you're not. You're just not. There's a big group of people that could be with you that would be, you know, exactly the same as you. However, back to what I was saying. I think each day, if you can just take a moment, when you feel a trigger, you'll know, because your heart rate comes up, your brain goes into overdrive. It's like thinking all these things like, oh, and that, and it starts bringing stories, because your unconscious mind knows, it just starts bringing all the stories of every other time that you were slighted by this very same thing. So now, instead of dealing with the one thing in front of you, your brain's just firing and it's bringing it all in. And so here's you, this unsuspecting person, getting about your day, breathing in, breathing out, and now you got a head full of just negative crap, basically. So how can anybody function? You can't. You can't get something good out of that. Simple as that. However, so in your day, if you can just stop. Each time you're triggered by something, stop, have a look. Is it something you can do something with? Yes, no. However, it's just don't stifle it. Live it, feel it. What is it? Let go of it, move on. Don't come home with all that shitful baggage that people and situations in life want to lump on you. Because eventually what happens is you start to get over this, you learn beyond it, you start to cope in a way that you're not attracting these things to yourself in the end anyway. Because what comes to you, whatever you're thinking about, is what you draw to you. So, but it's an incremental process. You can't just go, I'm not an angry person. Why am I attracting all these angry people? Because that would have been me last year. But in truth, as I changed, as I got rid of crap, as I accepted stuff, big acceptance thing here, and self-responsibility, you know, we don't want to do it, but in the end, that's it. If you want a great life, you want to be happy, that's what you'll be doing, I can tell you. That's going to be the top of your list. So once you stop, once you have the guts to just get in there and do it and give up this shit. Who cares? Are you right? You're wrong? It's not about being right. It's about being happy, okay? So give up that crap. Eventually, you just start attracting to you everything that is the new you. So you want a better life. Then start being better. You want a better relationship. Start being a better person. You want better things to come. Look at what is coming. That is a clear indicator to what you're thinking, what you are focusing on, what is your intention. Just look around. Your life will always mirror every single thing you're doing, even the things you're stifling that you're not noticing. You think you're not noticing them, but what to do is look at the people that are turning up, the situations that are turning up. Is it bad luck? Is it this? It's that. Just stop for a minute, turn around, sit down, put your big girl pants on or your big boy pants on and realise you are bringing this. And just find ways that you start to just take the load off your brain, start to live a life that you enjoy, stop being hard on yourself and start to just do things with a sense of ease and not requiring anything of it. And you'll find that it's just going to go along a whole lot smoother. Trust me, I speak from experience here. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, it's over 10 minutes. Wow, how quickly that goes. So just in your day-to-day, have a look, have a think, what's going on, you know, and it is about forgiveness. But in the beginning, it's not easy to forgive people. Like I remember being angry, or they were all the enemy. They were all doing it to me. I wasn't doing it to myself, but I know now, yes, I was. But the getting over it and the getting on with it is just a blink. It happens so quick. And the next thing, you don't have that burden and your life is a whole lot better. You're happier. Trust me, everybody else around you is happier too. So that's my message for today. Try to check your thoughts. When stuff comes up, you feel that trigger going on, have a think. Is it worth it? Yes, no? Because you know what? You're one of those people that piss other people off or make them angry or activate their trigger. So it's not like you're skirting about the edges and not affecting anybody. But life is about living well, finding joy, having self-love and self-respect. And I tell you what, this is one of the ways you're going to get there. It's free, it's easy, you do it in your head, no one knows you're doing it. But every single day, every stride that you take, you'll know because your life will get better. End of story. Anyway, thanks a bunch. It's been really cool talking. Hope to come back again soon. Bye.